The Olympic Games can evoke a lot of emotions in you. And I've been on a roller coaster all week. I've been happy, I've been sad, rock bottom, high again, medium, nervous, anxious, confident. And tonight, for a few more emotions in the mix. On a positive side, it was beautiful to see Ben Proud on the Olympic podium at last. It was also a brilliant moment to see three athletes coached by friends of mine. James Gibson, who coaches Florent Manodou, and Ben Proud. He has been a hugely impactful figure in my life, giving me so many opportunities with coaching Energy Standard at the ISL and, a mentor figure to me. So it's brilliant to see his success tonight. And then also to Tim Lane, a much newer friend, but also a friend nonetheless. I met him in Doha. He's a brilliant character, a smart man, and he's really pioneering at the forefront of how we can think differently about swim training. His athlete, who is also doing that, and especially in sprinting, Caeleb McEvoy, won the Olympic gold medal in the 50 freestyle. 8 years after many people labelled him a massive choker, going into the 100 freestyle at the Rio Games with a PB of 47.0 from trials. And, the gold medal then was won in 47.6 and he didn't even appear on the podium. So I was very happy to see the success of the two coaches and the three gentlemen on the podium, all who I know personally. At the same time, it was devastating to see Caeleb Dressel. I didn't personally see it, but apparently the scenes post the 100 butterfly where he did not make the semi-final, the final in the individual 100 butterfly where he's defending the Olympic champion. Apparently he was shown crying for minutes at a time. And if for whatever reason Caeleb watches this, I've never had more fun than watching you swim. It's like me through 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. I was on a 2020 ISL during COVID. It was just the best thing. Every time you swam, it was pure, genuine awesomeness. The sky was the limit of what could happen. And I hope you're all right. I hope you've not taken this too hard. You still have won Olympic gold medal at this Olympic Games, anchoring the 4x1 free men's relay team. And I'm sure you can come away with more silverware with the two relays you've still got to go. So again, emotions on the opposite sides of the spectrum. And then personally, it was sad to see Nastia Gorbenko not reach her potential, coming 9th in the 200 IM semi-finals. A race where she, has seen great heights. And, I'm not sad for me or Tom or any of the coaches. I'm just sad for her if she feels sad about it, and I hope she can bounce back and be better than ever because she's such a talented individual. Anyway, a lot of emotions, and we'll work our way through the 5 races, 3 finals and 2 semi-finals we saw on this evening. And the racing was good. The racing was dramatic. The racing was fast, as it has been at this meet again and again and again and again. And just before we go into it, like I've been doing, I'm just going to give myself some self-promotion. Like the video if you've been enjoying the content. Subscribe to the channel. There's still going to be 4 more of these recaps. We've got 2 more days of swimming. Actually, the last day there's no finals, heats, right? So 3 more of these. 3 more recaps. Subscribe to the channel. 2 more live shows. And if you want to support me further, go to my website, www.TheSwimsuitGuy.co.uk, where I do training plans and merch. Right now, there's 3 sales going on. There's a 4-week taster plan at just £40 instead of £150. Raw Speed, which is a pure program for 50 sprinters, like those in the 50 freestyle tonight. That's at £75 instead of £200. And the 100 race pace plan is at £46.40 to celebrate Pan Zhanli's incredible world record 2 days ago. These sales will last till the heat start tomorrow morning, and then they will no longer be on sale. So act fast if you're going to do it. Anyhow, without further ado, men's 50 freestyle final was first up. And I mean, what a stacked field. We've never seen a field as talented, as deep as this field right here. And it's kind of hard. There's my heart, there's my head, there's what I thought was going to happen, what was going to happen. I personally think that Caeleb McEvoy swims sprint freestyle the best in history. That's my take on that. I also wanted Ben to win more than anything because he's British. I know him. He's a brilliant man. And I just wanted him to win. Ben had the start. Actually, no. Caeleb had the start, but then Ben sort of cemented himself in the lead, but then Cam McEvoy just aquaplaned through. But he didn't have the best finish, and he only won by 0.05 to Ben Proud, who did touch second, 21.30 to 21.25. And then it was Flora Manadou. There was 0.08 separating third through to 8th place. Jordan Crooks, who some thought could get on the podium or even win, come 8th. 21.64, a brilliant effort. Dressel was 6th. Liendo missed a medal by 0.02, and Flora Manadou has been on 4 individual 50 freestyle Olympic podiums in a row. 2012 winning, 2016 and 2021 silver, and now a bronze, completing the set. Brilliant race, brilliant men, and I was happy with the result for sure. Cam's a brilliant man as well, and I'm super happy. You know, I think he really has identified the best way to swim 50 freestyle and the best way to train 50 freestyle, and that's, you know, something that is raw speed is not what Cam does, but raw speed definitely has similarities to how he trains. So if you're interested in how to train like that, check out raw speed. Then the women's 200 backstroke. Regan Smith for once was not in the lane next to Kaylee, and she went out hard. 59.9 to the 100, 0.6 ahead of Kaylee. 131.7 at the 150, only 0.18, and it didn't prove to be enough. Kaylee come back in 31.8 to 32.5 from Regan to winning a new Olympic record of 203.7. Regan was 204.2, and then the battle for third was even more exciting. Kylie had gone out hard, turning first to 50 in 28.9 under world record split, and she was 4th at 150 behind Phoebe Bacon. She come back in 32.8 to 32.9 to get the touch by 0.04. I'll be honest, Phoebe Bacon in my mind went for it first and was ahead, and somehow Kylie Mass pulled this special finish to get the touch, 3rd and 4th. Britain's Katie Shanahan was 5th with a 207.5. Then we had the last final of the night, the men's 200 IM. And it wasn't really about who was going to win. Leon Marchand has somehow once again exceeded expectations in what's possible from a swimmer with the 2 golds on one night a couple days ago. I think everyone expected, knew, thought. No one knows, but they thought he was going to win. He did win. But also the question really was, would he beat Ryan Lochte's world record? And he was ahead of world record split right to the end. I'm talking to 190 metres. He was 0.6 under with 50 to go. But you've got to remember, Ryan Lochte come back in a whopping 27.5. Ryan Lochte was no slouch in 2011 when he set that world record in Shanghai, having one of the best meets in history himself. 152 on the backstroke, 154.00 on the IM. I think he won the 2-3 there in 144. I think he was from the 100 fly. He was on a tear. And somehow, Leon has put himself in history between Ryan and Phelps with a 154.06. 0.04 quicker than Phelps ever was, 0.06 slower than Loxey's world record. Duncan repeated his silver medal from Tokyo, a brilliant 155.3, and the defending champ Wang Shan of China come 3rd, just 0.1 ahead of Carson Foster, who closed hard but couldn't quite get over the top. Then we had 2 semi-finals, and obviously I've already said Dressel did not make the 100 fly final. Dressel, I don't know, 50.8 in the morning, then a 50.1 on the mixed medley relay. He was 51.5 tonight, and he just didn't really show up, if I'm being honest. He was out slow, 24.32, joint slowest to 50 in the whole of the semi-finals with Katsuhiro Matsumoto. He then come back in 27.25. I think maybe try to preserve energy, relax it out and come back hard. But the guys in this field are too good. You can't just swim over the top of them like that. You know, we're talking about people like Niels Costange, who went out in 23.1. Noe Ponte, who closed in 26.6. Christoph Milak did get the first seed to the final, but he didn't look as good as he did in the heat. He was 50.1 in the heat, and now he's 50.3. 300ths ahead of Maxime, who was 50.4 in the first semi-final, and Liendo, who was 50.42, 4.1 and 4.2 in the first semi-final. Them two looked stunning and something very different. Liendo on the back end, Maxime and Niels on the front end. Noe also looked great, closing the best out of everyone in the semi-finals. He's in 5th. Ilya Kroon also closed incredibly. He's 6th. Matt Temple and Mizunuma close out the final. I can't wait. I'm still excited. But I did make a crazy claim that there's 100% going to be a 49 at this meet. And I feel less confident about that having watched the semi-finals, especially now that Dressel's out. And as I said, I still think Dressel right now could win that gold medal. He can't now. But I think like he showed it this morning. He looked great this morning, controlled. 4 races in one day maybe just took too much out of him. And finally, the women's 200 IM. And the first semi was quite a reserved affair. 3 girls did make it back, but 209.6 won the first semi, with Sydney Pickram just touching out Yu Yiting of China. The second semi was one over 2 seconds quicker, in fact 2.2 seconds quicker in 207.4. But it wasn't the big three that we expected it to be. We thought Summer, Kate and Kaylee would be well ahead, but it was Alex Walsh laying down the big benchmark with 207.4, almost a second ahead of Summer and Kate. One would expect Summer, Kate and Kaylee, who was back in 7th, to be a lot better tomorrow night, but only time will tell. I hope you enjoyed this recap. Hit the like button if you did, subscribe to the channel, and go check out my plans. Go check out my training plans that are currently discounted on my website. Save while you can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.